we can just start talking about your miserable parallel parking experience.
Well,
Not even experience. I call it a performance that the likes of which I've never seen before.
This was fucking embarrassing, and I'm sure everybody could relate. When somebody watches you parallel park a stranger, you do a really poor job. And it took me like 6 or 7 times to pull into a spot. And Alec watched the whole time. But it wasn't even Alec watching. It was a random guy across the street smoking a cigarette. He stops and he looks at me as I'm about to even begin parking it. And I already made up the decision in my mind that it was going to go poorly. You know, sometimes I'll have a friend in the car and I'll be like, I'm going to fucking nail this tight spot. And I do. It's like your mind tells you, and whatever it tells you is what happens. My mind told me it was not going to work.
Your mind told you I'm under the bright lights.
It wasn't even, there's no bright lights. This is some random guy I've never seen in my life. It just told me that in this moment, you're not going to do a good job parking. And I didn't. And I rolled the window down and tried to like humor with him and said, hey man, this is only happening because you're watching. And he just ignored me. And then, and then it got so bad that he came and started giving me tips. And then I'm like, why am I listening to him? I could do this spot. I got this spot. And finally I just pulled out, took a couple of deep breaths. I meditate, you know, I did my mantra, pulled in that thing. Cocky again. All of a sudden,
I would have think, yeah, you didn't think cross your mind to offer like some tips, and he was like, all right, I'll help you out a little bit.
No, he's just like, why are you talking to me? I'm like, why are you staring at me? This wouldn't be an issue.
There's no bigger dick moment than the one turn, pull up, the one reflex into the parallel park. When I did my driver's test when I was like 16. I went to the Brockton DMV, and the guy doing it, like, I mistook it, so I, like, cut it too quickly. Yeah. And the guy goes, you want to try that again? And I went, no, I got it right now.
Nailed it?
Literally did a fucking Tom Brady moment. Just 16 movements later, I'm in there like swimwear, and he goes, all right, man, here you go.
Damn.
I think he passed me more based on my effort than on anything else.
That's hilarious. You know, I got my motorcycle's license.
No kidding. Did you take the class?
No. Well, yeah, I did at the DMV, but I did it while on a scooter. The scooter was 150 cc's.
Wait, no.
I got the scooter for free.
A Vespa?
No, it wasn't a Vespa. It was some bullshit, like, shitty thing that, like, it ended up getting stolen a month later. I had it locked up in front of my house in Chicago, in front of my apartment in Chicago, and it got stolen. But they let me do the driver's test with it, and I, like, ran over cones. I didn't do a good job, but they still gave me my license. They like didn't care. It was so bizarre.
Most of the time, they're just like, hey, last pal, I got a queue and lunch is in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I got to finish this up.
Yeah.
But we should probably do some station identification. Sure. This is guys, welcome back to Big Al's Grilling ASMR. Special guest, friend of the program, Carmen Christopher here. Carmen's got a wonderful new special out right now on VEEPS. Me and Carmen, we've been doing some stand-up. Actually, you were one of like the first, like, I was like stoked to meet you when we first were on like a show together.
Yeah, I
was pumped.
That. Well, I remember, yeah, you came up and you were nice, and I was like, it was funny. I saw you came up, you were nice, and I was like, I kind of had recognized you because I think you had like a poppin' like Don't Tell set or something that went around, right?
It was popping off a little.
And that's where I'd seen you.
Yeah.
And I remember because I listened to your podcast with Robbie, and you were like, when people see me at open mics, they want to write me off right away. And I remember I looked at the Don't Tell, I was like, just like another good looking dude doing stand up. Let me see who the fuck this is.
You thought I was going to get up there and just go, yo, what's the deal with ghosts?
What's the deal with ghosts? Why are they spooky as hell?
Yo, how come my girl listened to the moon and not me?
Yeah, why is she looking at the stars instead of in my eyes? But I watched your set. It's funny. Met you at the show. You were funny. And I was like, this guy's cool. You kind of got this like bro-y thing, but you're like thoughtful, so you're not like a piece of shit.
Thank you, man. I credit it all to an all-boy Catholic high school.
Yeah.
I think if I had gone to a public high school, I think I would have been a real bad guy.
Yeah.
Just something about it, I think, leads to believe that I'd be a scumbag.
Every guy's like a step away from being the worst human ever, though.
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Pretty much.
It's kind of what we have to deal with, being a dude. But something funny happened is then we were on shows together.
We have to talk. Are you talking about the Flappers incident?
Oh, I forgot
Dude,
about Flappers.
I tell people all the time about Flappers.
Daryl Hammond set?
Daryl Hammond, bro.
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time
I forgot about that.
When I think about like comedy. People are like, what's some of like the cool like celebrities that you've seen doing stand-up? And I go,
yeah.
I feel like I watched Comedy Planet Earth happen right in front of me.
It was crazy.
That was the craziest thing
ever. It was nuts. So basically what happened is we're on this show at Flappers, and you know, a comic once said, I use her quote all the time, Kimberly Clark, she said that Burbank is the Florida of California. So when you're doing comedy at Flappers, it's not comedy fans. It's people that just want a night of entertainment out. There's a difference. Like you go to a baseball game and everybody loves the baseball game. But then there's people that know the players. They know what place their team's in, how many games they're out of the wild card. Those are baseball fans.
They bring a stat sheet.
Exactly. These people at Flappers, they just like comedy shows because they need something to do. So they don't really like my type of comedy because they're not comedy fans. So I have to like, when I'm to go there, I do like something really broad, general, because I'm like, I still want it to work. It's like a fun challenge almost. It's like going into, you know, it's going into the worst situation and being like, how do I make the best of it? It makes you a better comic to do.
Right. It's
like,
somebody that is just,
tough.
yeah, they're there for a good time and you're going to be like, I'm not a comic as much as I am an entertainer right now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I'm doing stuff where I'm like, hey, who's got a birthday? I did a show last night in a backyard for a run club.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, you guys all seem Mexican. Make some noise if you're Mexican. And
were they all Mexican?
I think they were Salvadorian. Nobody clapped, but I'm pretty sure they were Central American.
They probably hated that.
They didn't like it at all.
I'm half Mexican.
I'm like, bro, everyone's wearing a Raiders hat. What are we doing here?
I'm half Mexican, and I can tell you for a fact that if it was a backyard full of Mexicans, they would have loved that you acknowledge them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're doing this show, and you're there, and I was like, oh, cool, Alec's here. It's so rare that anybody on a Flappers lineup I have even seen do comedy anywhere else.
Right.
And so you're on the show. I was like, okay, cool, you know. And then Daryl Hammond walks in. We're like, whoa, Daryl Hammond's on the show.
Daryl Hammond's wearing a suit jacket, sweatpants,
fedora,
white t-shirt, fedora.
He orders some wings.
Orders wings
right when he sits down. Sits kind of next to us.
Yeah, close to us.
Yeah.
Wings and some fries.
And we're like, this is cool. Daryl Hammond, for those who don't know, played Bill Clinton on Saturday Night Live for years, was just on Saturday Night Live forever. And we're like, all right, old boy's going to get some wings. Let's see him do his thing. There's a guy who goes up, does a super, like, homophobic set.
Yeah, and he's the host.
Yeah, and he's the host. And then Daryl Hammond goes on next. Rips into the guy, which I thought was hilarious.
After the guy, like, in his host set goes, this is somebody I've looked up to. He's, like, one of the comedy icons.
Yeah.
We're just really lucky to have him here at Flappers.
Yeah.
Immediately just rips into the host, calls him gay.
Yeah, made fun of the host, just went into him. And I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. You know, the host kind of was doing, you know, not funny material. I was
Carmen,
like,
why don't you come over here while we put the first sausages down?
dude, I'd love to. What kind of sausages are we messing with?
We're doing hot Italian right here.
I love it.
As per requested.
Beautiful.
Not bad, right?
I'm also half Italian, so you know I like that Italian sausage. So then Daryl Hammond goes up, does that, and then for the rest of his set, after he makes fun of the host, he just talked about all the prostitutes he dates. And it was like, what? For like 15 minutes, how he only likes dating prostitutes.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, do you remember the moment when we looked over and we saw the host eating the fries off Daryl Hammond's plate?
Yes,
that was like
incredible.
Incredible. It felt like watching like Animal Planet. When like the bird is on top of the hippo, like eating dinner.
So good.
It was so. And then then some guy comes up afterwards,
and
just played an original song on guitar.
Oh my god,
dude! It was one of the wildest nights of comedy.
Oh my god. Wait, so the host that got made fun of by Daryl Hammond eats a few of his wings, leaves, and then the guy picks at Daryl Hammond's plate.
I thought it was why Daryl was on stage. He's like,
I think it was, no, he left and he was like, Daryl's gone, and he started eating his leftover wings. Which, I actually think that if there's like food on someone's plate, people should be more open to just eating other people's leftovers.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
but this was lame and not cool. We're making fun of it, but I do think that I do like. All right, imagine you're out to eat with your guys. You guys get an extra plate of wings. You only touch 2 of the wings, and then they're just sitting there, and I'm like, well, you know, I want one of those wings. I'm gonna see what it tastes like.
Are you in the group?
No, I'm in a different group. I never met you. But I'm like, there's 7 untouched wings. I'm like, it would be kind of chill if I could just eat that wing and not be judged. But we're judging this guy because he was a fucking idiot.
Well, dude, he'd also just got done like getting shit on by Daryl Hammond.
You got shit
who
on.
Was the king of prostitutes. And then some guy got up there and just started being like, all right, I've never done comedy before.
Oh, yeah.
He does an original song about how he just got broken up with.
Yeah.
People are like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he starts doing comedy and
it's bombing,
eating it,
yeah.
Does his punchline, and then goes, I'm going to do that again.
Yeah. And then he goes, I'm going to do that again. He goes, I'm going to do it again. And then he goes, no, never mind. And then they play the music to walk him up. And then he goes, no, actually, I will. And he brings the music back down, does the same punchline that already didn't work, doesn't work again. It was like we were watching. Insane. It was like my stomach was like, it was so entertaining.
Isn't it awesome when you get something like that, dude?
But it's normally not as eventful as that. Like, you normally don't get a Daryl Hammond talking about prostitutes, and you normally don't get a musical comedian bombing. Like, no. that was
we were in for a treat.
That was pure entertainment.
What do you think about this little sausage, little pep? So I didn't get sweet onions. I got red onions. I hope that's okay.
Perfect. Whatever, dog. I'm honored to be eating your food.
Anytime, brother.
This is sick. That's so funny. That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
I forgot about that, dude.
I remembered how funny it was.
There's always something interesting. So, all right, not always, but another time I was at Flappers. I was coming in hot. I had to do another show, so I was trying to go up early and get the fuck out of there. And listen, if you're doing Flappers, you're a dog. If you're going up at Flappers, you are truly dedicated to the game.
You love it.
Because this is not an ideal place to do comedy. If they listen to this, I won't get booked there again, and I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
but
dude,
it is nice to get up.
It's nice.
And there's paying audience members, and I try to do a good job when I'm there. I always try to do a good job.
But you kind of walk in and you go, I don't really understand how this place is like making any money.
Yeah, well, they don't pay you.
They don't pay you.
I don't get
paid.
Thing.
Yeah. And you're just in a strip mall next to an Abe and Louie's in a cheesecake factory.
But you know how they make their money is like once a month or a couple times a month. Jay Leno does a set there, and he sells out. He does his set, and he immediately leaves, goes out the door, hops in his car, and goes home. Doesn't talk to anybody. It's incredible. It's so old school. But
I know, baby.
I watched a little bit of a set. He looks good. He looks like healthy.
He's always got it, dude.
Yeah. But okay, so another time I do a set is in the small room. I walk into the green room. I'm kind of in a rush. I see this big tall guy in there, and I was like, "Are you the host?" He's like, "No, the host is so and so, blah blah blah." And I'm like, hear this guy's voice. I'm like, it sounds so familiar. And then I'm like looking at the lineup, and I'm like, somebody's got 20 minutes. I was like, why the fuck does somebody have to, I was like, do you know who this guy is? And he goes, oh yeah, that's me. I was like, oh, you got 20 minutes? Okay, I didn't say anything, and then I'm like thinking about his voice. I'm like looking at him, like, how the fuck do I recognize this guy? And then I'm looking at him and go, do I know you from somewhere? He was like, maybe I was your guidance counselor or your principal. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, he's like doing a bit. He's like, no, I've been in some things. And then I'm like looking at him, and I like look up his name. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Putty from Seinfeld. Yeah,
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, dude. He's like, you know, he's it. Like he or what is what's the,
yeah,
or what's
a
the,
couple
or
things.
A bunch of what's the not it, but what's the what am, or tick the tick.
The tick.
Yeah, the tick. I said it. But dude. So then I started talking to him. This guy's cool as hell.
Oh, he's the man.
And he's basically like, yeah, so this is my first stand-up set in 40 years. And I was like, what?
40-year
stand-up set in 40 years. And he's like, I haven't done stand-up since I was 20. I did it once. And apparently he's probably 60. So he hasn't done, for those of you who don't know, Putty from Seinfeld, the guy with the 8-ball on the back of the leather coat. Come on, get with it. I feel like you got a young audience.
No,
so
they know.
They know.
Hey, they know. Hey, they know Putty.
You got to know Putty. Look him up. He's incredible. But first time doing a set, and I was like, I got to watch this. I'm going right after Putty. This is incredible. And so I'm watching his set, and yeah, he definitely took a 40-year break. He took a 40-year break, but it was like charming. That people are like pumped to see the guy.
He goes, I can tell you guys don't like this.
Yeah. Well, no, he did it. He was talking about how.
Is he really dirty? I can imagine him being as dirty as Daryl Hammond.
Not dirty at all. Seems like a sweet guy. But he was doing material about like Caitlyn Jenner, because he's like, I've golfed with Caitlyn Jenner.
I golf with Caitlyn Jenner. She's a dirty, rotten cheater.
It's the most unrelatable, like, rich people shit. It's like he golfs with Caitlyn Jenner. But people want to hear his, like, celebrity stories. And he was totally fine, but, you know.
Sometimes I do Putty voice to make myself feel better.
Really?
Do you ever do that? I'll just be like, hey, Elaine, let me come in your pussy.
That works good on you.
That's kind of fun, right?
I think you need to be... I think you can have a persona that you do on stage that...
Hey, guys, I'm scumbag Putty. Hey, Jerry, I'm going to fuck you in your face. Give me back my golf clubs.
I would watch that show.
You watch that show? It's it's the Putty spinoff, the Putty Dirty Gritty spinoff.
If you're in it, I'm in, baby. Let me tell you something. So I brought an opportunity your way.
Oh, I know. I blew it.
I brought an opportunity Alec's way. So, no, you didn't blow it. Just one step at a time. You get better and you get better. I brought an opportunity Alec's way. I got a friend, Jonathan Kreisel, who I'm working with on a few things, and he says to me, do you know any young people? They're casting this new show called Snowflake, and it's going to be about like young New York people, whatever. And I was like, let me think about it. And I go home, I think about it, and I was like, Alec. I just did a few shows with Alec. I know this great guy, great look, young, cool. He's a stand-up. I don't know if he can act, but it might be worth getting a self-tape. And if it doesn't work out this time, maybe in 2 or 3 years, he's right for something. Maybe he acts a little bit more. And he goes, and I send you one of your clips, and he goes, great, this guy looks great. And so we get you an audition. I got Alec an audition.
You got me an audition, and I'm very thankful. I think I blew it pretty bad.
So I would love to see the audition.
I know, dude. I don't know
if
I
have it.
I mean, it's definitely on my phone, which I don't know. There's a little behind the scenes action, but we use the phone as the camera, so we can't really pull it up.
Incredible to watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
All right.
I mean, eventually we'll watch it after this for sure.
Okay.
Why don't you come around and take a look at these sausages? I just want to get your seal of approval here.
Yeah, let's see what these are looking like.
Oh,
wow, that looks great.
look at that.
It's a nice looking sausage.
How does yours curve?
Mine is like kind of just is like it goes like this. It's like a corkscrew.
Kind of a curly fry.
It's a corkscrew, yeah.
Hey, I'm David Putty. I got a curly fry piece.
What are you gonna do? You got what we got.
All right, here's what I'm also gonna do. I'm gonna take out the buns.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw these on there.
Where are you from?
I'm from Boston.
Oh, you're from Boston.
Yeah.
So you're a Brady fan?
Yeah, I do.
That's why you talk
Not
about
really
Brady.
anymore though, because I think he's kind of a weird guy. I'm gonna be real with you.
He's kind of weird. Well, that's how I feel about Brian Urlacher.
Oh, Urlacher went off the deep end a little bit.
He's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
He's defending Jay Cutler and shit. We hated Jay Cutler in Chicago.
Well,
but he was like our best quarterback, which is sad.
Yeah. How do you feel about Caleb Williams this year?
Stud.
I would be stoked, dude.
Stud. We're all painting our fingernails after we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're all painting. For those of you who don't know, Chicago got a generational quarterback. Whether you like football or not, this is cool because Chicago's never had a good quarterback. But Chicago's so homophobic that when we got this quarterback, people were mad because he paints his fingernails. But now everybody's come around to be like, whatever, because he's so good.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter anymore. But people were mad that he painted his fingernails. It's like all these kids are painting their fingernails. This is what Gen Z, whatever.
Yeah, he's Gen Z.
Gen Z, that's what Gen Z does. You paint your fingernails?
No, absolutely not. I'm Gen Z. I'm elder Gen Z though.
You're Gen Z?
I'm kind of like right on the edge. So I was born in 1997. I'd say this. I remember a child, like an iPad, social media-less childhood, but I do remember sending nudes in high school on Snapchat.
Okay.
So there's a big, I'm
Was that
there.
going on in high school?
Oh yeah, bro.
Damn. See, we're pretty close. I'm almost Gen Z. I'm 96.
Are you really?
No.
No.
But so Damn, you guys were sending Snapchat nudes?
Bro, it was wild. I mean, I'm thankful because I went to all boy Catholic high school, so like I wasn't like I would pretty much had all my horniness. Like I just didn't have to think about it most of like Monday to Friday.
Dude, are you kidding me? I would wake up. I would take a nap every day in 7th period math, and just wake up with the biggest boner.
Yeah,
Like a bigger boner than I could even dream to have right now.
Dream
Like
to have-
it's
Do you have
it
one
was
right now?
it was just no. But it was you just like when you're a kid, when you're in high school. I was obsessed with girls in high school.
yeah. But like I didn't
You
have
didn't
to
even
think
have
about
to.
it.
You didn't have to.
I mean, it was just guy time all the time. It just like every day was just a different version of like Animal House Junior.
I liked hanging out with my boys, but I was like, there's so many cute girls, and wow.
I didn't have cute girls. I was like, I didn't really hang out with the kids from my town. So like you'd see cute girls when like you had dances with the sister school, or maybe you hung out at a different kid like from a different town knew a bunch of group of girls and you hang out with them.
Interesting.
So it was kind of nice. You kind of were able to be a bit of a what do they call those? Like a water bug. You could go to different friend groups in different towns. Like,
that kind of makes you. That could do one or two things. That can make you very social, or that can make you an introvert because you just like fall into being scared to like meeting new people.
No, I think you kind of have to because like we had to learn. Like it's not like these like we could say to these girls like, oh, yo, it's me, it's Alec from 3rd period.
Yeah.
You know, this is like first impressions every day.
Yeah, totally.
Or like every like time we meet somebody new.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kind of liked it for that reason. I felt like I was always kind of on my toes and being like meeting new people. Like,
that's great.
You know, you can hang out with the prep school kids one weekend, you hang out with the Catholic school kids another weekend, public school another weekend. Like,
were you funny in high school?
I like to think I was a pretty funny guy.
Did your friends think you were funny?
No, they thought I was kind of a dickhead.
Me too, bro.
Yeah, they thought I was an
here's
asshole.
the thing is because my brother was a bully. My brother fucked with me.
Really?
Like, fully like fight, like beat me up type
and
shit.
Bully.
Like I lived with it. Like it was tough. So my way of showing love was like to like fuck with my friends, you know? So freshman year, I kind of learned like, I think I learned in like 8th grade that like it took me to like 8th grade to learn to like being mean to people isn't funny. Cause I thought I was trying to like joke. I was like, I thought this was like, I didn't have any like finesse. So in 8th grade, a couple of my friends moved away and I was just in 8th grade alone and I ran for president.
No way.
And I fucking lost.
You lost?
And I was like, how did I lose to a dork? And I asked some people and they're like, you're mean to me. And I was like, oh no. And so right before high school, I was like, I'm done being mean to motherfuckers. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be mean. That's not like my intention. I don't like how that feels.
Did you have to go to high school that combined a bunch of middle schools together?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you can do a whole new start.
Well, kind of, because like we moved around a bunch. So I lived in the city in Chicago, and when I was like the first 10 years of my life, but then my best friend moved to the suburbs where I lived. So he was there, which was cool, but then he made new friends. And then, but I moved around from like a few different suburbs. We move around a lot.
Right.
And
staying mobile,
but I don't know, whatever. Trying to find a better deal money wise, you know?
Yeah, I know you mean.
And so, I knew a lot of people going into high school. So it wasn't like starting totally fresh. It was like a lot of people knew who I was. And I was friendly with a lot of people, but I kind of didn't know where I fit in. So freshman year was kind of tough. And then my parents were divorced. So every other weekend, I had to go to my dad's house, and it was like losing rotation with hanging out with friends. I just didn't know where I fit in. So I would come back sometimes and not hang out with anybody over the weekend. And people would be like, who'd you hang out with? And I'd be like, oh, my friends by my dad's house. I didn't have any friends by my dad's house. My dad lived in Cicero. It was like sad. It was kind of lame. I was a dork freshman year, but I sat with the cool kids. So it was bizarre.
That's huge.
But they weren't asking me to do shit. But then I started being aggressive. I was like, man, I want to make something of my life. So I started just showing up to parties uninvited.
Yeah.
Like, heard one kid was like, I'm going to this thing. I like, you think I could go? They're like, I don't know. And I was just like, pull up solo. Started pulling up to parties solo, made friends that way. Made the basketball teams freshman year, that helped.
Oh, wait, huge.
Made the basketball team, that helped. B team, made the B team. Smallest guy on the team. Sophomore year, started playing football. Junior year, played football. Senior year, played football. Our team was really good. I was probably the last person on the bench. All of a sudden, by senior year, I'm looking around. I'm like, I got all these friends and girlfriends. It was incredible.
Yeah, made in the shade.
It was nice. I enjoyed my senior year of high school. It was fully like, and I almost feel like this is how my like life, comedy works and everything. My job life is just like starts off like this and just slowly goes up.
Yeah.
Slowly goes up.
You never want a rapid descent because the crash is almost worse.
Yeah, I've never had that. I mean, I would love these kids who like pop off and they get super like famous and like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I always be like, God, how do they do that? Blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want that because then they end up, sometimes it's earned and sometimes it's not. I think I want everything that I do to be fully earned.
And it will be earned.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it. You've already done a lot of cool shit, man. You've been in The Bear. That's pretty fucking sick.
Check it out.
The Bear. You guys ever heard of that show?
7 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, 1 episode. I don't have any lines, but it'll count.
People tell me I look like that guy from
Jeremy Allen.
No, Maddie
Matheson.
Yeah, Maddie Matheson. They told me.
You don't look like Maddie Matheson at all.
What are you talking about?
You're
I think it's
fucking
maybe
around?
just my jovial presence.
Do you think it's just that you guys are cooks?
I think it's maybe he just steals a lot of my recipes from the grill.
Dude, that's hilarious. He's,
You want to talk about the beef?
Eddie's cool. Eddie's cool.
He seems like a beast, dude.
He's a good guy.
Do you want all the fixins on there?
All the fixins, baby.
You got it, babe. All right.
But I'm dying to know, like, God, I want to see your audition because I thought it would be so funny to like critique it on the podcast.
I know. Well,
It's not gonna happen
if we had an actual studio that wasn't just my roof, we could definitely do that.
next time.
You
I'm
gotta
not
understand.
an expert, but I thought it'd be fun to like,
I'm the producer.
Do you
and-
want it? Are you trying to like act?
Yeah, I try and act a lot, man. I had a really good I have had a couple of good auditions, but I don't know what's happening. I think it's not my time yet. I don't know, man.
Have you ever taken an acting class?
I had someone help me through a script one time. Like I got a call back for this Tim Allen show. And then I went to an acting coach, and this guy just
Great
pretty
on
much, like,
Tim Allen.
yelled at me for like,
It's great.
this guy just yelled the lines back at me. No, you're doing it like this. I want you to say it like this. I want you to say it like this.
Oh, he's telling you how to say
Yeah,
it.
he's telling me like how to say the lines. I'm like, say it like this. And I'm like, say it like this. And then he goes, no, see, you're not getting it. And I'm like, I'm about to knock you out, dude.
Acting's hard.
It's so hard.
People will sometimes be like, no, it's not. I'm like, good anything is hard.
It's extremely difficult.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
Fucking awesome.
Show the camera that Sango.
Bro, this is a sausage right here. And you're talking to like Chicagoan, Italian, Mexican guy that eats fucking sausage, whether it's chorizo or Italian sausage, whatever.
Oh.
I took a bite. Sorry.
No, take a bite. That's what you're supposed to do.
This is really good.
Thanks, man.
You don't put mustard on it.
I mean, I should, but I just don't have any of the fixins.
This is perfect. The onion and the red pepper really add to it.
My girlfriend wants me to move to the east side, and I just don't think I can give up going to the beach yet.
I love the beach, dude.
It's so fun, dude.
Which beach do you go to?
Manhattan Beach.
You body surf there?
I wish.
They got good body
Nope.
surf, right?
I go down to Manhattan Beach. I always want to run into Matt Liner.
Is he kicking there?
Oh, dude, he's a South Bay legend.
Wait, what the fuck? Old quarterback for USC?
Yeah, bro.
Where did he play in the NFL?
I think the Cardinals.
He didn't have a good career, did he?
No, it wasn't really built for the NFL.
Interesting.
You know what I watched recently? The Pete Rose documentary. Big baseball guy, no?
How was it? The gambling shit?
It's really good because like you go into it being like, fucking who cares about gambling, dude? Pete Rose, like, you watch they start with his old highlights and you're like, this guy was so good.
Uh-huh.
And then like they started asking him like tough questions and he's just like, I don't remember that. And then like everybody else is like, yeah, Pete's lying his ass off all the time.
He would just fix games, huh?
Well, bro, he would gamble on his own team to win, like while he was the manager of the Reds,
Good.
like nonstop. And then he just lied about it for essentially 20
Would he ever
years.
bet on them to lose?
No, but like, I mean, the reason why he got caught was because his bookie essentially called the MLB and said, Pete Rose owes me $400,000.
What the fuck? Why did he pay the guy? That's a lot of money.
Exactly.
Dude, he got snitched on? Wow.
Yeah, dude,
Better than getting his ass
he
killed.
started like getting involved with like drug dealers and shit, dude.
So he's kind of a junkie.
He's like kind of a scumbag, but
They also follow him like while he's old right now. He went back for like a Phillies event because he won the World Series with the Phillies. And the reporter asked him about like a sexual assault case that he had. Like, he's really sexually assaulted like a 16-year-old girl back in like 1960. And he just goes, "That was 55 years ago, babe."
Whoa.
He was like, all these old players keep trying to like help him get into the Hall of Fame, like,
He's
you
just
know,
trying.
lobbying for him. And then he just keeps like shooting himself in the foot.
He was supposed to be a total asshole.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. What were you going to ask me, though? You were going to say...
I was asking if you've seen the documentary.
You were going to ask something.
Yeah, I was.
I was gonna ask how long you been in LA.
I've been in LA for 3 years. I got to be honest, man.
Be honest, dude.
I fucking love it here.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It's so nice, dude. Like, all right. So I'm from Chicago. Cold as hell. Gray. Snow. -30 wind chills. No exaggeration. At times in winter, it gets really bad. Moved to New York. Lived in New York for 7 years. Love New York. New York's the best place in the fucking world. Better than Paris. Fuck Paris.
You heard it here on Big Al's Grill SMR. Fuck Paris.
New York all day, baby. New York over Paris every day.
Boston over Paris.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'll put Boston in the top 200 places I've been. Actually, I haven't got the real Boston experience, though, so...
Nobody really does.
I would like to.
The nightlife there is so bad.
Well,
It's only really good if you like know people there.
are your fans, that people that listen to this, are they Celtic fans?
Some of them, yeah.
Interesting. I'm not going to talk shit, but that's a good bet.
The lack of aura around the Celtics.
Yeah, people. I you know what I also imagine is, I imagine a lot of your fans are women, because I did a show with you. I did your show at Venice,
Yeah.
and everybody did their sets, and I was like, I don't think anybody cares about our sets. I think all these girls want to just fuck Alec.
It was like that in the beginning, bro.
You're like, you got that Matt Rife thing, except you write jokes.
Yeah, that's a
You're
big
girl.
part of it.
But it's not a bad thing.
No.
If you're funny, like you're
Nothing
funny.
I can do about it.
You're funny, so that's good. But
Bro, my show's in Seattle. Like, it was like, room sat 100, probably got like 80 people there, like one of the shows.
crocodile.
It was like 60 dudes.
Really?
Just like guys my age.
That's cool.
That were like, ah!
That's cool.
Probably like guys my age and younger. I have like I tell everybody, I'm like, I'm America's #1 little brother comic, I think.
That's cool. I think my audience is like 60% male, 40% female.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong. It could be 70-30. But
Those are good numbers though. You know
those
what I
are
mean?
good numbers. I looked at my like Instagram analytics of my like posts and stuff, and it tells you males versus female. And it's always like pretty close, which is good. That's what I want.
And you know, at the end of the day, dude, I'll say this. Women plan ahead and they buy tickets. Men do not, bro.
No, they oppose.
Like
we gotta do another sausage. Has anybody ever gone doubles?
Nobody's ever gone doubles. This is probably the first time someone's gone doubles here.
I don't give a shit, bro. Is that bad?
It's not bad, dude. It's great. Get in here. I need you to examine.
2 sausages, baby. Let's go. I drank a lot last night.
Why don't you flip these over for me? I'm giving you the honors here.
I drank a lot of booze last night, man.
You had a lot of booze? You got on the piss?
What's up?
You got on the piss last night?
Yeah, a little bit. I drank the piss, like the toxins.
Yeah.
I like that. Is that a UK thing?
That's a Irish
British
thing.
thing? Oh, that's Irish. Are you Irish?
My Irish roommates say that all the time.
Are you Irish?
Yeah, I'm half and half Irish, half Italian.
What? You're half Italian?
Yeah. It's the only inbreeding they allow
That's pretty
in
cool.
Massachusetts.
Does everybody in Massachusetts love The Departed?
Yeah, bro.
That movie's sick.
It's so good, isn't it?
I don't even know if it holds up, but it was. I mean, I'm obsessed with Scorsese. Scorsese's my guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking unbelievable movie.
Wait, so LA is incredible. Like, I moved here from New York. I would make fun of this place all the time. But once you get into a rhythm and you understand, like, the ebbs and flows of the city, and that you have to like make plans and kind of like you can do all the things you want to do out here, but it's always like nice out. It's like it's kind of impossible not to love it here.
No, it's electric, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I mean, you drive around, bro. There's little things that I've enjoyed more than driving around in this city around 7:30 at night as the sun's going down. The pinkish glow
beautiful
over the city. It's almost like a haze.
Yeah.
And you feel almost as if you're a part of something that's a little bit bigger than you. You feel almost as if like you're right where you're supposed to be.
Wow.
And you're right in the mix.
Interesting.
In New York, I imagine that's when like, it's late at night after you finish a set and you're on the subway.
Yeah.
Here we have it in the car and you're on your way to the comedy store, to the improv or wherever you're on your way to Flappers, honestly.
Yeah.
It's when you're on your way to Flappers up in Burbank.
That's a little depressing.
And you're hoping,
That's a little. I'm like, I'm doing this on a Sunday. Damn.
Oh shit.
But I got a lot of excitement in New York off of like 2-show night, rushing from the one show to the other show, and just like the energy of like Friday night or something. You're like, this is fucking New York, baby. But I'm a city guy, I like Chicago still. But
I
was missing like the city aspects about it. But LA's not small, it's just spread out. But you go out and things are like hustling and bustling now. It feels like
oh, people are out, dude.
Feels like COVID just is over.
It's for sure over, dude.
COVID's gone.
I mean, you ever drive by people wearing a mask like outside?
Yeah, all
and
the
you
time.
just go, buddy, watch out for that fresh air.
I was thinking about that the other day where I was like, I still have a couple friends who like pull up to events with masks on, but then they're just like taking them off, and I'm like, I wonder if it's just like
it's like a child with a special blanket.
Is it like I don't want to be like all Republican. I want to like if you have your amount of
no, it's 2024. You can be all Republican.
Yeah. Is there people that are like?
If you're immunocompromised, don't go.
But like,
I don't understand.
I don't understand the walking outside with a mask.
Yeah, that's huge, isn't that? Like, well, that's.
If somebody can explain it to me, I'll have an open mind. But I actually don't understand the outside open mask.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but I truly think that's like the adult equivalent of like I have to have my blankie.
Really?
I think so.
Dude,
I think that's really what it is, dude.
I can't.
I think it's like I gotta have my blankie.
My boy's straight up sounding Boston as hell right now.
I mean, is that wrong? And then I go over there and I'm like, watch out for that fresh air, buddy. It'll get you.
I don't know what it is, honestly, because like, can you get sick outside in like when there's not a soul 50 yards from you?
No, dude.
Like, can you?
It's fate. You get sick from the habits that you keep.
Yeah.
Like if you wake up every day, have breakfast, eat healthy, and then you work out, like the chances of you getting sick are very low.
Yeah.
All right. It's like if you don't treat your body well, you'll just get sick.
Yeah.
That's what makes you immunocompromised. And I'm trying not to go. The more I like get fired up about this,
it's like
topic,
people that don't drink water and shit.
Yeah, it's like people that don't drink water, or they wake up every morning and they have like a specialty drink from like Starbucks.
Yeah, bro, my mom's 70 and I just taught her to drink water. She's like, I don't like it. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to. It doesn't matter. You need it. It doesn't matter if you like it. You need this shit. And then she's like, all right, I'm doing 4 bottles. I'm like, ton of plastic. Just, I don't care though. Do your
I have to mark how many I'm doing.
Yeah. But she's like, I can't do anymore. I'm peeing all night. I'm like, that's good though. Just stop 2 hours before bed. And she's like, she wasn't drinking water. I'm like, what? 70 years old, teaching you to drink water. I had a girlfriend, an ex that I had to teach to drink water. And years after we broke up, she sent me a message that said, thank you for like teaching me how to drink water. I'm not even joking.
You can take a lady to water, but you can't make them drink?
No, I'm just like, to me, it's like, it solves so, it's like, we have the video that you liked that I think you came up to me and complimented me on when we were on that show together was Guys Day.
Yeah, Guys Day.
With Connor O'Malley. And I think one of the lines in it, and I don't know if it's his, I think it's his line where he's like, if you just, or no, he's depressed and he's like telling me he's really sad. I'm like, just drink water. Just get like a gallon, one of those gallons of water. And I think that was his pitch. That was his line. But it is like, it's funny, like somebody being really sad and just being like, just drink water. But it is kind of like, it is kind of
It's
real.
true, dude.
Like, drink fucking water. Drink water. Go for a walk. Stretch. Like, go for a walk.
Read a book. Get off your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, getting off the phone part. That's my.
I think we're all addicted to it, and we're in LA especially, so it's like, it's so hard not to be on it all the time.
Being on the phone, like, but you know what? I fucking feel so wasteful is like the hour before bed or the hour when you wake up. Just you get stuck scrolling.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, I take that dog for a walk immediately. First thing I do when I wake up. I have to get up. I go, no sunglasses. I just like walk around the neighborhood, and I'm like awake. And I don't look at my phone until like an hour after I've woken up.
That's great. But then do you still in the middle of the day get like in little holes where you just scroll for 40 minutes? 40 minutes.
Sometimes I'm like, I reason with myself and I go, oh, I earned this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
Just like Big AJ and Big Justice?
Well,
you know that guy? Double chunk chocolate cookie.
Wait, the dudes that review the food?
Yeah.
Oh wait, those motherfuckers.
Is it a chicken bake? It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
My guilty pleasures. It's Wayne, Asian guy. He goes in his car and he basically just eats like Costco food and like reviews it. He eats the shittiest. Like he'll go to 7-Eleven and get like hot dogs and nachos and be like, this hot dog is, the bun is really fluffy, but the meat is not good. I give this a 7 out of 10. And I'm like, you just dogged it. How to get a 7 out of 10? Or he'll go to fucking
He doesn't
like,
want to be mean.
he'll go to Popeyes and be like, today we're getting the 3 chicken wings and the biscuits. This biscuit's a little bit stale, and the meat is not as tender as you like. But I give it a 7 out of 10. I'm like, dude, the food sucks. Stop eating this. You're gonna die.
You will die.
You're gonna die. And he wears the same fucking shirt every video. It's a black shirt with like a yellow fluorescent like sticker or some shit. And his hair, I can tell when he gets a haircut because I actually had to unfollow him because I was watching it too much, and I was like, this is like sad.
Can you give me a plate?
Yeah, bro, I'm doubling up. This is my only. I got up and I ate some fruit and I ate some leftover
There you go.
potatoes.
I think you're the
chicken.
first guest that's actually doubled up.
I'm doubling up because I didn't eat much today, so these are all my calories.
Okay.
Are you doubling up?
I'm doubling. Dude, I mean, I can't leave my guest behind here.
Dude, we're doubling up.
You think this is about ready?
That looks great, right?
That looks perfect.
Woo, double up. I got a show after this. I'm gonna fucking be farting, boy.
How you doing? How you like me now?
Dude, thank you. This is
Of
incredible.
course, man. Oh, I'm glad you wanted to come on, bro. I'm trying to get more people on the show, and I'm like stoked that you wanted to come on.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll be honest. I'm trying to promote my special, my stand-up special, Carmen Christopher Live from the Windy City. I want people to watch it. It's on VEEPS.
Carmen is
all
fucking
access.
hysterical. It's just stand up.
They sent me.
I was thinking about doing just ground beef because of your ground beef joke.
Oh, hold on. That would have been good.
Ground beef. Let's go. Sometimes I stand in the ground in the ground beef section and I just scream, "Let's go!"
Dude,
I'm sorry. Am I ruining it?
No, I
We'll
appreciate
cut that out.
No, leave it. Leave it. I appreciate that you like it. Got kicked out of Costco for screaming, "Let's go!" But I appreciate that you like it. But I will say, like, my the people at VEEPS, they sent me a long list of like podcasts, and I was like, I don't want to do like any of these. I was like, I don't know these people. I was like, I don't know any of these people, and then I was like, I kind of want to just do people that I actually would like enjoy talking to, so that's not fake.
Yeah, right.
And I saw you fucking grow up. I was like, I would love to do this podcast. I did Robbie's podcast. I just hosted with her. I did Joy Tactics. I did Office Hours.
Oh yeah.
I did like ones where I'm like, well, these are like where my because they sent me all these people. I'm like, their fans don't know who. Like,
Yeah,
there's no crossover.
I'm surprised you didn't want to go on Fighter and the Kid.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen.
I don't even know who that is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
The Schaub man.
This is the thing is, I don't know all these fucking people. There's too many people doing comedy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I don't just do stand-up though, so.
You're multidimensional, man. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
multidimensional like you. I got to send you this sizzle that we made. We're trying to do like a documentary about my team. Essentially it's called the Becoming Bison. My team's called the Boston Bison. It's a group of like 30 of my friends, and we all go out to like play Jackson Hole Moose and like all these different like actual amateur hockey teams.
Okay.
And we go out and like pretty much have like a weekend of like mushroom fueled like booze and just play hardcore hockey. And this past November, we like I mic'd everybody up while they were on the ice, and I also like just took all this video and I turned it into like a sizzle reel, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Send me that.
I will. I think we're trying to get some people to get into it.
You're trying to sell it?
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, like honestly, I might just put my own money into it and like be like, yo, I paid 2 people to like just film everything and mic us up.
Yeah.
And then just put it on like YouTube, or like maybe we could sell it to like Don't Tell or Spittin' Chicklets, like one of that hockey podcast.
I think that's cool. I mean, it's good to just make your own shit and put it out there until somebody really wants to catch the bait, you know?
I know, exactly.
Either way, just be doing stuff.
Yeah, and like my stand-up has been like making me very anxious because I don't have anything lined up yet for the fall and winter, like tour dates.
Uh-huh.
And now that, I mean, I work part-time at this climbing gym, but...
Is that how you make most of your money, stand-up?
Yeah, stand-up.
Okay.
Which is cool, and like I'm very proud that I'm able to do that, and I'm very lucky, but at the same time, like, it's nerve-wracking when you don't have like anything lined up, and you're like, all right, well, at least I'm like putting effort and like focus into this, but...
This fall coming up, you're saying? You know what I mean, Dave?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. You could easily find shit, I feel like.
I don't know, but...
I'm kind of like, I've toured so much recently that I'm like, I just want to be in LA and like write. I'm trying to write.
Well, you just produced a special, so it's like you gotta start fucking coming out with new shit.
Well, that's the thing is, it's so backwards. I was talking to Aparna said this. You know Aparna? She's really funny, and she was like, "Yeah, it's weird. Like it's kind of backwards how like you come out with a special, and then everyone starts booking you on their shows, but it's like then you have to start completely fresh. You don't have new material, but like you want to do good because you want people to go watch your special. So it's just like it's kind of like I don't have new material right now. Like I have like 10 minutes of new stuff, but I'm not like in love with it. Like I wouldn't have put it in my last special. It better not go in my next one.
Better not go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it in my last. It's not going to my next.
Mm-mm. But I gotta do something on stage.
I know.
Actually, what I'm doing right now, I'm kind of excited, is I'm writing a movie, and first I'm going to make the short film to try to help sell the movie, but all these shows that I'm getting booked on, I'm just going to do the short film on stage and bring audience members up to read.
Oh, wait, that's great.
So I can figure out where the laugh lines are, then shoot the short film. Because, like, it's like...
That's honestly hilarious.
It's weird to, like... For me, personally, look, some people are just like, they love it. I like doing a bunch of different shit. I like bouncing around, you know? Well, you know, speaking of the moon, you know, I'm a fucking Gemini. I need to switch it up. So I'm like, I just got touring, doing all this stand-up. It's like, I don't want to just do stand-up right away. So I'm like, now I want to make this movie. So I'm like, how do I write for film? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, but I don't know. It's just fun to go to a show, and I think if you're an audience member and see something that's different.
Yeah, you've never seen before. Well, I think you do a lot of that anyway on stage. I mean, when you told a joke and then immediately did an apology letter for the joke.
Oh, yeah.
That's very, very funny to me.
Thanks, buddy.
I've tried to do something similar to that, and I bailed on it almost immediately, where it would be like, I would talk about how I listen to a lot of indie girl rock, like indie alternative girl, like Phoebe Bridgers and that shit. But then I realized like one day that it just sounds like somebody leaving a voicemail every song. And then I'd like have somebody, like this was like when I was touring, I'd play the music, and then it would just be a slow guitar riff, and then you'd hear me go, "Hey there, it's me.
I like this. This is
Remember me?
This is a great bit.
The dog's fine, cat's sick, can't find the turtle." And I would just like list shit off, and I'd be like, "My dad wants an arm wrestling rematch." He almost broke his elbow. It's like
That's
shit
really
like that.
funny. Wait, why did you bail on it?
It just like everyone would just look at me like,
Do you think
what are
that
you doing?
people? Here's what my question is. Maybe the audience. Are you doing clubs?
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe the audience doesn't know Phoebe Bridgers' music. That's a good LA bit.
Yeah.
That's a good New York bit.
Well, I used to also get to say like, boy.
Try it out here again. Try it in New York.
I used to say, boy genius. Phoebe Bridgers doesn't have a robotic dog. Okay.
Wait, I don't get that.
It's a Jimmy Neutron joke.
Fuck. I
You're
didn't
too
watch
old.
Jimmy Neutron. I didn't watch Jimmy Neutron. I guess I'm too
You're
old.
too old, bro.
But I do. I think that bit has some legs.
It's got some potential.
Don't bail on that.
Did I leave my sweatshirt up here? I don't think so. Shit. It's all right. It was
Cold?
beautiful. You look cold?
Not at all.
You hanging? You chilling like a villain?
I'm chilling. What do you need from me?
I got nothing, bro. You're killing it.
Is this a bad episode?
No, this is a great episode. Dude, what do you mean?
I'm just messing around. I say that in every podcast. At the end, I apologize. I go, sorry if this one sucked. I did a Hollywood handbook. Have you done that one?
No, what's that?
They're just like mean as fuck to you.
What do they say?
They're
Like,
just like mean.
this is about uplifting people, bro.
I like that.
Look at we have beautiful nature surrounding us. Name a podcast that has a more effervescent setting. I don't think I used that word.
I like that. I will say no one's doing this. No one's doing a grill. No one's doing a rooftop with a view. Like here's the other thing. Let's be real. Is this garbage right here?
Yeah, you gotta put it in the bag. Put it in the plastic bag.
Oh fuck!
That's all right. Just put it in the plastic bag.
I got crumbs everywhere.
It's all right. That's why you have the bag. Yeah, you put it in the wrong bag.
All right. Let's be real. If I'm going to do a podcast, unless it's like a close friend or something, or I know it's going to get some clicks on my special, it's a waste of my fucking time. It's a waste of everyone's time.
This is
But-
big Hollywood right now, right here.
Let's be real. I got shit to do. I'm not trying to fucking drive around town, do fucking podcasts. But if you got someone cooking for you, yeah, the company of a fine gentleman like this,
We just
I'm
talk
just
about
hanging.
the issues of the day, man.
I'm just catching up and hanging.
I just love hanging. If
So-
I could do that the rest of my life, like that's why I think I get sad when I don't do comedy for a while because I don't get to hang with comedians.
Yeah. You a big booze hound?
Dude, honestly, I've been on the piss quite a bit.
Been drinking a lot.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
So I just got back from doing Seattle and Portland. Portland, they had me at the 4:30 slot.
Great cities to do comedy.
Dude, great cities. Shout out to Portland. I think I already gave a shout out to Tao. Came all the way down
I
from
love
Alaska to come to the
Portland.
show in Portland.
I love Portland people and I love Seattle
Yeah.
fans. They're really fun.
Bro,
Seattle is low key like got to be one of my top 5 favorite
it was
cities to
beautiful,
visit.
bro.
When
I'd
the
never
weather's
been.
nice, it's gorgeous.
I'd never been.
They got everything: the topography, the
Yeah.
water, the buildings, the architecture. Beautiful.
I've just been noticing that like whenever I'm like drinking on mushrooms, I mean it's just I got one
shrooms?
speed, dude. I got one speed and it's go.
Dude, when I hear the word mushrooms, my teeth start to tingle because I know that's the feeling I get when I had mushrooms. Your teeth like
Yeah.
you get like a it's like a weird thing.
You turn into a rabbit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm on mushrooms now. And I guess I'm gonna have fun for a long time. Guess I gotta have fun for way too long. Drink, and then you end up drinking way more than you're
You
supposed
drink
to.
so much, dude.
I'm trying to like not drink as much, man, because like getting older, bro. I want to
know.
live till I'm like, I don't know, 100. And
You want to live that long?
I don't know. I just feel like drinking just like you don't feel great like all the
Yeah.
time. Because when I drink, I feel like I'm like I could do one drink, but when you like go to a party and stuff, you're kind of like it just like ruins
Well,
the
it's
whole
like day.
day.
It's like when your friend says like, "Let's just go out for one." I'm like, I'm not gonna have one.
Yeah, you're gonna have
I'm either gonna have
50.
none or I'm gonna have 5.
He's gonna have one or he's gonna have 50.
Yeah, one or I'm gonna have 5 billion.
Exactly.
But isn't that right? I mean, like,
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, what's the
It's
point of
Schrodinger's
having?
Bud
What's
Light.
the point of having one?
yeah.
Like, what? Why?
There's no point.
I'd rather drink one of these.
I'd rather just be sober.
I'd rather be sober than have one.
So
Three, I like three.
Three's great.
3 to 5. Now we're talking.
3 to 5 is that sweet spot.
3 to 5 drinks. You know you're having fun. Grab an Uber. Tonight's gonna be a fun night. 3 to 5 drinks. I'm joking. I don't care about.
I don't care about anything.
I'm smoking cigs. I'm fucking.
Italian.
Carmela Soprano might be the best like TV character ever.
Bro,
The shit she had to go through. Oh.
me and Aham and Weinberg like could not stop laughing thinking about The Sopranos, but if it was like not even like a mob family, but just like a comedy scene.
A comedy scene.
Yeah, where it's like, Tone, it's Ralphie. He's running the light.
Yeah.
He's running the light on the showcase at the Bing. And it's not just that, Tone. He gave Jackie Jr. a guest spot. I told his father on his deathbed that his son would never do stand-up comedy.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you done this on stage?
Well, no, but no one would get it because it's all inside jokes where I'm like,
I don't know. I feel like everybody's seen The Sopranos.
where like
or,
Carmela
understands it.
like goes in the bed like right next to Tony. She just waits for him to get in bed. She goes, "I'm going on the road, Tony."
Again?
You're going on the road? With who?
Yeah.
Rosalie April. She's opening for me. I'm doing 5 cities, all in black box theaters. Who said you could do this? People like my one-woman show, Tony.
This
All right.
is like pretty good.
It's pretty
I'm
funny,
kind of
right?
like, yeah, I was kind of like, when you started, I was like, here you go. And I'm like, no, I'm all in.
I mean, bro,
This could be your.
I can't stop laughing thinking about it. Just imagine Christopher at potluck at the Comedy Store. Yeah, Tone, I'm here. Nobody brought ziti or nothing.
Dude, I think that you should. I think, yeah, like he's in the green room, like the rider. He's like, the rider said full pieces of ziti. There's no fucking ziti. And he smashes everything, pulls out a gun.
He has one bad set, just starts immediately smashing all this shit.
It's so funny.
Hey, with all due respect, you got no fucking idea what it's like to be a headliner.
I feel like this is your one-man show.
This is what should it be a one-man show?
I mean, it's just easier to do things by yourself. You want to do a play, you got to get fucking all these characters involved. But you should do it as a stand-up bit. Just do it as a stand-up.
I mean, a one-man show. So like, I would just go and like change outfits every time. I would dress as Carmela Soprano in drag.
Yeah, you have like all
Father and Tentola, I don't know what to do.
Can-
They say that I'm not clean enough, but I'm trying my best.
You can have all the props hung up on the back of the wall.
Yeah.
This is an
Jackie
homage
doesn't get passed at the store.
And then what the fuck? Oh, Jackie. Oh,
Jackie
yeah,
Jr.
He's not gonna be happy about
Jackie
that.
Jr.'s like, Tone, just come on. Give me a guest spot.
I mean, I'm all in. You know.
You haven't contributed to it once. I don't see how you're all in. You're a famous improv guy.
I just don't want to do any voices.
You don't like doing voices?
I do, but I thought we were gonna just chill. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. We got to go back to chilling.
No. I think you're killing it. I do like this. It's not okay. I'll be honest.
Now I'm stressed, dude.
All right, I'll be honest. This is not. I don't like comedy. I don't like comedy bits. I don't like. No. I don't like. I don't like
Discussing bits.
No. I love discussing bits. I love talking about it. I don't like. I'm not. For me personally, I'm not a big like. Let's do a show or a movie about comedians.
Oh yeah.
This would be a show about comedians.
Yeah, but they're all Sopranos.
But they're all Sopranos. Yeah, but the comedy thing The Sopranos is great because it's the Sopranos because they're in the mob. I don't want them to be comedians.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to shit on. I love you, and I think this is a great idea. And you did sell me on it by your performance.
Yeah.
But I don't want any part of it.
You know, they say. All right, I'm gonna stop. They say, start with your second best joke and then end with your best joke. But I can't even tell which one's my fucking best joke. Anthony, you're having sex with a 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm. I love it, and
Can
I
we
support
focus
you.
on your best friend was just murdered 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Can we focus on that, please?
You're the
I got this
therapist.
audition coming up.
You're the therapist. You're the therapist in Tony right now.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant for you. For me, I don't want to do it. Personally.
Okay.
I want to deal with other stuff.
What do you? Well,
I'm writing a movie about a Hollywood manager.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I just don't like your side of the business.
I want to do the other side of the
The
business.
sun is set, so I guess it's about time. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, Carm?
Just my check me out on Instagram. I got goofy little videos there. Carmen, yes, Carmen. I got a YouTube page, Carmen Christopher, I think. I don't know. Or just like Google, or like, I don't know. But just watch my special. I guarantee you will enjoy it. And if you don't, it's only $5.99. $5.99 today is like
Yeah, you don't need
1
the coffee.
cent. It's like with inflation, $5.99 is actually like 1 cent.
Enrich yourself and go see something hilarious.
And then listen, if you watch the special and you don't like it, Venmo request me, I'll give you the money back. $5.99.
That's the kind of promises you can guarantee here at Big Al's Grilling ASMR.
But I hope I did all right. You know, I know you got these little young teeny bopper girls that want to fuck you, so I don't know if they're gonna be into my
Well, you're just gonna have to
sports
take
talk, Chicago talk.
Nah, you're
bullshit.
gonna have to take your shirt off before we go. You're gonna peel. There we go.
Bunch of guys just hanging out.
All right, man.
All right,
Well, that's
buddy.
hey. Well, see everybody. Keep subscribing, please. It's really nice if you do. So,
Subscribe to the pod. He's a good guy. How many listeners you get in a week?
we had 2,500 last week.
It's a great start.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's really good. Pretty
25 minutes is a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad, man.
That's really
We're doing
good.
pretty
I
good
mean, like
numbers.
for 5 episodes.